Have you guys seen those videos going around online, especially on TikTok, of liberal influencers in cities like Portland, Oregon, where they play Trump's voice over what he said about the crime and everything, and then they show all of the beautiful points of the city? Well, here's one of those videos by a guy that has over 28,000 followers on Instagram here in Portland, Oregon. Let's watch.
I will say this. I watched today. I didn't know that was continuing to go on, but Portland is unbelievable what's going on in Portland. The destruction of the city. Well, I'm going to look at it now because I didn't know that was still going on. This has been going on for years. So we'll be able to stop that very easily. We'll be able to stop radical left groups.
Oh, it shows the ICE
not
building.
Radical right groups. Radical
in the middle of the day
left
without
groups.
protests.
And they get paid a lot of money. And you see it with the signs. You know, they all have perfect signs and are printed. They look as good as that sign. Those signs aren't made in basements. They're made at professional printing offices, and they cost a lot of money.
How dishonest do you have to be? Why don't you talk about the homelessness problem? Why don't you talk about the droves of businesses that have left Portland because of public safety, because the leaders of the city and their comrades who have the city hostage constantly demonize and vilify law enforcement? Why don't you show the constant attacks on the ICE building that happens on a weekly basis? Why don't you talk about education and where the Portland Public Schools rank among, not just in the state, but in the nation? Or how about you actually be honest and show the vacant buildings around Portland, especially in downtown Portland? This is why cities like Portland continue to fail, because the radical partisan people, mainly on the left inside the city, are not being honest about what's going on. Sure, it may be a good city for you, but really, is it a good, welcoming city for all? Well, you just proved that people that don't think like you are not welcomed in the city, and that needs to change, because there are thousands of Portlanders that still live within the city who are conservative or Republican or libertarian, and you teach about love and tolerance and accepting of all, but you really only care about those on your side, and your video just proved it. This is so dishonest. Do better.